Hello dear students, this is me Bharti and today we are going to continue with the topic coordinate geometry. Okay, so in the last session we have studied practice set 5.2. In that we have studied till question number 9. Okay, today we are going to continue practice set 5.2 with question number 10, 11 and 12. Okay, after that for this year, that is for the year 2020-21, your practice set 5.3 as well as it is based on slope of line. Okay, so that portion is reduced from your syllabus for this year. Okay, so after that we are going to directly continue with problem set 5. Okay, we are going to study practice set 5.2. In that we are going to study question number 10, 11 and 12. Okay, then slope of a line and practice set 5.3 is reduced, so we are not going to take it. So directly we'll move on towards problem set 5. So in problem set 5, you know that question number 1 is based on MCQ. Now question number 1, it contains 4 MCQ. Okay, out of this 4 MCQ, fourth question is reduced from your syllabus, as well as question number 2 of problem set is also reduced from your syllabus. So in problem set we are going to start from question number 3 to question number 8. Okay, so remember that in problem set question number 1 it has 4 MCQ, sorry, it has 4 MCQ, and out of this 4 MCQ, fourth MCQ is reduced from your syllabus. Then question number 2 is also reduced from your syllabus. So we are going to directly start with question number 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 also has 3 sub questions in it. Question number 7 and 8. Okay. So without wasting our time, let us start with practice set 5.2. In that we are going to study first question, that is question number 10. Now children, in this question, they have told that find the coordinates of points of trisection. Trisection means, now you can see this line. This is the first section, you can see AC first section, CD second section and DB, that is the third section. So find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Trisection means it is divided into 3 sections of the line segment AB with A 27 and B -4 -8. Okay, so here they have told what we are considered here, C and D. Okay, C and D are the trisect of segment AB. Okay, therefore AC is equal to CD is equal to DB or BD you can say. Okay, now what we'll do, we have suppose this coordinates of A as x1 y1, of C as x2 y2, D as x3 y3 and B as x4 y4. Okay, so I'll write it down here first. So first of all we'll write down here that point C and D are the trisect of segment AB. Okay, points C and D are, or you can say are, point C and D trisect, directly you write down trisect segment AB. Okay, now as it trisect, therefore AC will be equal to CD will be equal to BD. We'll put this as equation 1. Okay, now we'll suppose that, suppose the coordinates of A is equal to x1 y1, B, or here we'll take C. Okay, first we'll go in the sequence. Okay, I'll write down here C as x2 y2, D as x3 y3 and B as x4 y4. Okay, now in order to find the coordinates of point C, first we have to find the ratio of AC to BC. Okay, first we'll find the ratio as we do know here M and N. Okay, first of all we find the ratio of M is to N. Okay, so I'll write down here, to find the coordinates, of point C. Okay, first we are considering point C. Okay, so we have to consider AC and BC for that. Okay, first we have to find the ratio of AC is to BC. Okay, now if you see, I'll write down here AC upon BC will be what? AC. Now what is BC? BC is what? CD plus BD. Okay, what is BC? You can say this portion BC. BC means CD plus BD, or you can write DB. Okay, that will be equal to AC. Now you know that AC is equal to CD is equal to BD. Now instead of this CD, I will write here AC, as AC is equal to CD. I will write down here AC plus BD is also equal to AC. So instead of BD also I will write down here AC. Okay, therefore it will be AC upon 2AC. Got it? That will be equal to half. Okay, this AC will get cancelled and you will get here half. Therefore you may write down here AC upon BC is equal to half. That means 1:2. Okay, therefore you can say that M is to N is equal to 1:2. Okay, now what we are going to do is we'll put the section formula over here. What we'll do, we'll put the section formula. So I'll write down here section formula. Okay, so what is the section formula? Now children, here you have to find the coordinates of C and D. Okay, so for C, coordinates are x2, y2. Okay, so here what we'll do, we'll find out first x2. Now coordinates, which coordinates they have given you? x4, y4, that is -4, -8. x1, y1, that is 2 and 7. Therefore in formula you will be writing section formula as M x4, as the coordinates of x4 are given, plus n x1. Okay, you will say that I have written here x2 and y, I am writing here x4 and x1. So coordinates, which coordinates they have given you? A, that is x1 y1, that is 2 7, and B, x4 y4, that is -4 and -8. Okay, upon M plus n. Okay, similarly I'll write down here y2 is equal to M y4 plus n y1 upon M plus n. Okay, now x2 is equal to, now what is value of M? You can see here, that is 1 into x4. x4 is -4 plus n. How much is n? N is 2 into x1 is 2. Okay, upon 1 plus 2. Therefore x2 is equal to -4 plus 4 upon 3. That will be how much? That will be 0 upon 3. Therefore x2 is equal to 0. Got it everyone? x2 is equal to 0. Now similarly we'll find out the value of y2. Now y2 is equal to, the value of M is 1 into y4 is -8 plus n is 2 and y1 is 7 upon 1 plus 2. That will be -8 plus 14 upon 3. Okay, therefore now -8 plus 14, that will be 6 upon 3, and here you can write down y2 is equal to 2. Okay, therefore you can write down here now coordinates of C are x2, y2, that will be equal to 0 and 2. Okay, now we'll find out the coordinates of point D. Now you know that now CD is equal to BD. Okay, so I'll write down here. Now CD is equal to BD. This is given to you all. Okay, now D is the midpoint of sec BC. Of sec BC. Therefore x3. Now we are going to find the value of x3 and y3. No, therefore x3 is equal to midpoint formula. We are going to use our x4 plus x2. Now you are having x2 over here, no, upon 2. And for y3 also we'll do the same, that is y4 plus y2 upon 2. Okay, now x3 will be minus 4 upon 2, whereas y3 will be y3. Now y4, what is y4? See here, y4 is minus 8 plus y2 is how much? You got value of y2, that is 2 upon 2, that will be minus 6 upon 2. Okay, therefore x3 will be equal to minus 2 and y3 will be equal to minus 3. Therefore you can write down here, I'll write with other pen as I don't have place over here, children. Therefore d x3 y3 is equal to minus 2 minus 3. Okay, minus 2 minus 3. Okay, just try to understand this. After writing this 2, you have to write it down below. Okay, in this way we have solved question number 10. Now let us move on towards question number 11. Now in question number 11, they have asked you that if a minus 14 minus 10, b 6 minus 2 is given, find the coordinates of points which divide segment AB into 4 equal parts. Okay, now you can see AD is the first part, B is the second part, EF is the third part and FB is the fourth part. Okay, now similarly what we have done here, coordinates of A we have supposed as x1 y1, of D we have supposed as x2 y2, E we have supposed as x3 y3 and F we have supposed as x4 y4 as well as B x5 y5. Okay, now what we are going to do here, that D is the point D, point E and point F. Okay, they divide segment AB, okay, in 4 equal parts. Therefore this AD will be equal to D, this EF will be equal to FB. Okay, now suppose we take AE. So what is AE? AD plus D. Okay, now all these sides are equal, therefore instead of AE we can AD we can write EF plus BF. Okay, so as I note it down, you'll understand it. So first of all let us write down. So children, I'll start it from here. Point, as this question is very lengthy, I'll require this side also, so I'm writing from this part. Okay, point D, point E and point F divides segment AB in 4 equal parts. Okay, now if you see this AD is equal to DE, D is equal to EF and EF is equal to BF. This will put as equation 1. Okay, now we'll consider AE. Okay, this part AE. A is what? A is nothing but AD plus D. AD plus D. Okay, now AE. Now instead of AD, I'll write down here EF. Okay, EF. Instead of D, I'll write down BF. Now D is also equal to BF, so I'll write down here BF. Therefore you can write down here AE is equal to now EF plus FB. That is what? B. Okay, is equal to B. This will be your equation 2. Okay, now point E, you can write down here point E bisects segment AB. Okay, it bisects segment AB. Okay, now point E is the midpoint of AB. Okay, now by using midpoint formula we are going to get the coordinates of x3 and y3. First we will get the coordinates of x3 and y3. Okay, now I'll write down with other pen over here. From midpoint formula, okay, so what is the midpoint formula? That is x is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2, and for y it is y1 plus y2 upon 2. So this is the formula. Now here we are going to find out the value of x3. Okay, so formula is also going to change. So I'll write down here, formula will be x3 is equal to x1 plus x5. Now see, coordinates of x1 and x5 are given, so we are considering this coordinate upon 2. Similarly for y3 also it is same, that is y1 plus y5 upon 2. Okay, now I'll put the values over here. So x3 is equal to, so what is x1? x1 is minus 14 plus x5 is 6 upon 2. Okay, therefore x3 will be equal to minus 8 upon 2. Therefore x3 is equal to minus 4. Okay, now y3 is equal to, now what is y1? y1 is minus 10 plus y5 is minus 2. Okay, minus 2 upon 2. So y3 will be equal to minus 10 minus 2 upon 2. Therefore y3 will be equal to minus 12 upon 2. Therefore y3 will be equal to minus 6. Okay, that is equal to minus 6. Now here what we are going to do now, AD is equal to D. Therefore D becomes the midpoint of segment AE. Okay, so we are going to find the coordinates of x2 and y2 now. Okay, now I'll write down here. Here AD is equal to DE. Okay, and D is the midpoint of AE. Okay, now as this is the midpoint of AE, the formula will be again x2 is equal to, now we are going to find the coordinates of x2. So x2 is equal to x1 plus x3 upon 2, and y2 will be what? y1 plus y3 upon 2. Now we'll put the values over here. So x2 will be equal to, x2 is equal to, now what is x1? x1 is minus 14 plus x3. So x3 is minus 4 upon 2. Therefore x2 will be minus 14 minus 4 upon 2. Therefore x2 will be minus 18 upon 2. Therefore x2 is equal to minus 9. Okay, this you got value of x2. Here y2 now. y2 is equal to, now what is y1? y1 is minus 10 plus y3. y3 is minus 6 upon 2. Therefore y2 will be minus 16 upon 2. Okay, directly I have written here, children. Therefore y2 is equal to minus 8. It is equal to minus 8. This step I have dropped over here and directly I have written minus 16 upon 2. Okay, it is minus 10 minus 6, it will be the next step over here. Okay, that is minus 8. Now we have got the value of x2 and y2. Now I'll write down the coordinates over here. x3, y3, that is minus 4 and minus 6. Now you got x2, y2, that is minus 9 minus 8. Okay, now we are going to find out the coordinates of F. So for that I will just draw a line to partition over here. Okay. Okay, now similarly you know that this EF is equal to BF. Okay, so I'll write down here EF is equal to BF. Okay, therefore F is the midpoint of BE. Okay, therefore now we are going to write the midpoint formula for x4. Now we are going to find x4 and y4. So you have to write down here x4 is equal to x3 plus x5 upon 2. Similarly for y also you are going to write y3 plus y5 upon 2. Okay, so I'll put the values now. What is x3? x4 is equal to, now what is x3? You can see here x3 is minus 4 plus x5 is y5, sorry, x5. So what is x5? That is 6 plus 6 upon 2. Therefore x4 is equal to 2 upon 2 and x4 will be equal to 1. x4 is equal to 1. Okay. Now you take the value of y. So what is y3 now? y3, you can see here, value of y3 is minus 6. Okay, so minus 6 plus y5 is minus 2. Minus 2 upon 2. Therefore y is equal to minus 6 minus 2 upon 2. Therefore y will be equal, sorry, here it's y4, children. We are finding the value of y4. This is y4 over here. Okay, y4 is equal to minus 8 upon 2. Therefore y4 will be minus 4. Okay, so in this way we have completed this, and here at the end you may write down coordinates of D, that is x2 y2, that is how much? x2 y2, here you can see that is minus 9 minus 8. Coordinates of E, that is x3 y3, that is equal to minus 4 minus 6, and coordinate of F, that is x4 y4, that is equal to 1 and minus 4. Okay, now in this way we have completed question number 11. Now let us move on towards question number 12. So in question number 12, if A 20 10, B 0 20 are given, find the coordinates of points which divides the segment AB into 5 congruent parts. Congruent parts means the same, that is equal parts. Now previously it was given trisect, means 3 equal parts. In the 11th question it was given in 4 equal parts, and now they are given into 5 equal parts. The procedure is going to be the same. We are going to name these coordinates as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, x4 y4 and x5 y5, x6 y6. Okay, as we have to find more over here, children, as we are going to find the coordinates of D, E, F and G, the question will be lengthy. So once again I will start from this part. We are going to divide it into 2 equal parts. Just I'll put a line over here. Afterwards I'll put, okay. So let us start. Now you can say that point D, E, F and G divide segment AB in 5 congruent parts. So I'll write down here points D, E, F, G divides segment AB in 5 congruent parts. Okay, therefore AD is equal to DE is equal to EF is equal to FG is equal to GB. Okay, this is your equation 1. Now to find the coordinates of point D, first of all we'll find the coordinates of point D. So I'll write down here, to find the coordinates of point D. Okay, to find the coordinates of point D. Okay, for that what we have to do, we have to find the ratio of AD is to BD. Okay, we have to find the ratio AD is to BD. Okay, so what will be the ratio be now? Ratio will be AD upon BD is equal to AD upon, now instead of BD, okay, instead of this BD we'll write down as DE plus EF plus FG plus GB. Okay, we'll write down here instead of BD DE plus EF plus FG plus GB. Okay, that is equal to AD upon, now this D is equal to AD, so instead of D I'll write down here AD, instead of EF I'll write down AD, instead of FG I'll write down AD, instead of GB also I'll write down AD. Okay, so AD will be AD upon 4 AD. Okay, that will be equal to 1 upon 4. Therefore you can write down here M is to N is equal to 1 is to 4. Okay, now first of all we'll find out the value of point D or coordinates of point D. So for that I'll write down here first we will find point D. Okay, now put the section formula over here, section formula. So what is the section formula? Section formula says that is x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon 2, sorry, upon m plus n. Okay, similarly for y also, my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Okay, now here we are going to find the coordinates of point D. Therefore our formula is also going to change. So here it will be x2 is equal to m x6 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Similarly for y also, here it will be y2 is equal to m y6 plus ny1 upon 2. Now we'll put the coordinates over here. x2 is equal to, the value of m is 1 into x6. What is x6? x6 is 0 plus n is 4 into x1 is 20. Okay, upon 1 plus 4. This will be 0 plus 80 upon 4. Okay, 0 plus 80 upon, sorry, this will be 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. This will be 80 upon 5. Therefore x2 will be equal to how much? That will be equal to 16. Okay, this is equal to 16. Write down here x2. Now similarly we'll find out the value of y2. Now m is 1 into y6 is 20 plus n is 4 and y1 is 10 upon 2. This will be equal to, now 20 plus 40 upon 2, that is equal to 60 upon 2. Therefore y2 will be equal to 30. Sorry, just a while children, by mistake I have written here 2. Here it is m plus n, so that here similarly it will change. Here it will be 5 and this will be 4 plus 1. Okay, therefore 5 ones are 5 12s are 60. Okay, in this way you have got the value of x2 y2. So you may write it down here. About D you may write down, that is 16 and 12. 16 and 12. Now we are going to find out the coordinates of point F. So I'll write down here F is the midpoint of BD. So see, so from here F is the midpoint of BD, is the midpoint of BD. Okay, as F is the midpoint of BD, you have here x4 is equal to x2 plus x6 upon 2. Okay, similarly y4 will be equal to y2 plus y6 upon 2. Now x4, what is the value of x2? x2 is 16 plus x6, x6 is 20. Okay, so I'll write down here, that is 20. 1 second, children. x6 is 0, sorry, x6 is 0 upon 2. So x4 will be 16 upon 2. Therefore value of x4 is equal to 8. Similarly y4 is equal to, now value of y2 is 12 plus y6 is 20. upon 2. Therefore y4 will be 32 upon 2. Therefore value of y4 will be equal to 16. y4 is equal to 16. Okay, now let us find out the value of point E. Now I'll just make a partition over here, children. As this question is lengthy and the space available on this page is small, so I'm making it in two parts. Okay, now we'll find out the value of point E. So I'll write down here, E is the midpoint of DF. Now see, this DF. Now you have got the value of x4 and y4. So that is how much? 8 and 16. Okay, 8 and 16. Okay, so by midpoint formula, again value of E will be what? That is x3. Okay, x3 is equal to, x3 will be equal to how much? x2 plus x4. Okay, x2 plus x4 you can take, or x6 you may take. Okay, it is the, what you have considered, it is the midpoint of DF. No, so you may take here x2 plus x4. Okay, x4 upon 2. Okay, now I'll write down here the formula over here for y3 will be the same, that will be y2 plus y4, y2 plus y4 upon 2. Okay, now I'll put the values. x3 is equal to, now value of x2 is 16 plus x4 is 8 upon 2. Okay, that will be how much? That will be x3 is equal to 24 upon 2. Therefore x3 will be 12. Similarly y3. So what is y2 now? y2 is 12 plus y4. y4 is 16 upon 2. Therefore y3 will be 12 plus 16 is 28. Okay, 28 upon 2. Therefore y3 will be 14. Okay, so in this way you have got the values of point E also. So I'll write down here point E, that is 12 and 14. 12, 14. Okay, now we are going to find out the value of G. Okay, so G is the midpoint of BF. Okay, so I'll write down here, G is the midpoint of GF, sorry, FB I'll write down here. Okay, of BF or FB. Okay, therefore x5 will be equal to x4 plus x6 upon 2. Similarly y5 will be equal to y4 plus y6 upon 2. Okay, so x5 will be how much? How much is x4? Now you can see here, x4 is 8 plus x6 is 0 upon 2. Therefore x5 will be 8 upon 2 and x5 will be equal to how much? 4. So x5 is equal to 4, and now we will find the value of y5. y4, value of y4 is 16 plus y6 is 20 upon 2. Therefore y5 will be 36 upon 2. Therefore value of y5 is equal to 18. So coordinate of G you have got 4 and 18. So I'll write down here coordinate of G are 4 and 18. So in this way you have to solve this question number 12. Now let us move on towards problem set. Now in problem set, as I told you in the beginning of this session, that question number 1 is MCQ type question. Okay, and as it is MCQ type question, you may solve it on your own. And remember that in that MCQ, fourth MCQ is reduced from the syllabus. It is not there for this year. Similarly, question number 2 is also reduced from the syllabus, as slope of line is taken out from your syllabus for this year. Okay, next year students may have it, but this year, as this pandemic of COVID, this is removed from your syllabus. Now let us move on towards the third question of problem set 5. Okay, Now this is very easy question. Now in this question they have told you to find the coordinates of midpoint of line segment joining P 06 Q 12 20. Okay. Now here what we'll do is let P 06 is equal to x1 y1 and Q 12 20 is equal to x2 y2, and what we'll do, we'll consider M as the midpoint of this segment. M is equal to x and y. Okay, now by midpoint formula, okay, so what is midpoint formula? X is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. So here now I'll put the values. X is equal to, what is x1? x1 is 0 plus x2 is 12 upon 2. Okay, therefore x is equal to 12 upon 2, therefore value of x will be 6. Okay, similarly for y is equal to, y1 is 6 plus y2 is 20 upon 2, therefore y is equal to 26 upon 2, therefore value of y will be 13. Okay, so in this way you have find out M is equal to 6 and 13, and you may write down here coordinates of midpoint M are what? 6 and 13. So in this way we have completed the first question of problem set. Now let us move on towards the fourth question. Now in fourth question, find the ratio in which the line segment joining points A 38, B minus 93 is divided by y-axis. So this is also really very easy question. Now what we'll do here, I'll write down here, let AB intersect y-axis at point M. Therefore M lies on y-axis. Okay, on y-axis. Therefore x coordinates of point M is 0. Okay, it is 0. Now what we'll do here, we'll write the coordinates for M. Let M is equal to 0, y as x coordinate, it is on y axis, M is on y axis, therefore x coordinate will be 0. Okay, and ratio M is to n. Now what we'll do, by section formula, we are going to put section formula. By section formula, so what is section formula? Section formula says that x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. Okay, so for M, for midpoint, x value is 0. Here I'll put here 0 is equal to M. Okay, we have to find the value of M. Now x2, how much is x2? x2 is minus 9 plus n. x1 is 3. We'll write down here m plus n. Okay, now we'll shift it here. 0 into m plus n is equal to minus 9m plus 3m. Okay, now this will be 0 is equal to, this is n children, n. 0 is equal to minus 9m plus 3n. Now we'll shift this 9 to this side, that will become 9m is equal to 3n. Therefore m upon n will be 3 upon 9. Therefore m upon n will be 1 upon 3. Therefore m is to n is equal to 1 is to 3. Okay, so this question is also very easy question. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 5. Now in question number 5, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from point P 2 minus 5 and Q minus 2 9. Okay, now what we'll do, let point A, I'll write down here, let point A, that is A, B, be equidistant from points P and Q. Okay, therefore you can say that A lies on x-axis. Okay, A lies on x-axis. Therefore y coordinates of A will be 0. Okay, therefore you can write down A is equal to small a will take and 0. Now if you see, suppose we'll consider this diagram over here. This is A, okay, and this will be your point P and this will be your point Q. So write down your P and Q. So A is equidistant from P as well as from B. Okay, therefore I'll write down here, let A0 is equal to x1 y1, P 2 minus 5 is equal to x2 y2, and Q minus 2 9 is equal to x3 y3. Okay, now you know that this PA is equal to QA. So I'll write it down here. PA is equal to QA. Now if you square both the sides, that is PA square is equal to QA square. Now write down here, squaring both the sides. Both the sides. Now by distance formula, so I'll write down here, by distance formula. Okay, so now here what we'll do, we'll put the value of P as well as A. Okay, so distance formula, that is 2 x2 minus x1, that is A bracket square, plus y2 minus, that is minus 5 minus 0 bracket square, that is equal to, here also the same thing for Q. Okay, that will be x3 minus, that will be x3 minus x1, that will be minus 2 minus A bracket square, plus 9 minus 0 bracket square. Okay, now we'll square this. On squaring, that will be 2 square will be 4 minus 2 into 2A plus A square plus 25. Similarly here also it will be 4 plus 2 into, I'll write here minus first, minus 2 into minus 2A plus A square plus 81. So this will be 4 minus 4A plus A square plus 25 is equal to 4 plus 4A plus A square plus 81. Now you can see here, this A square will get cancelled with A square. Okay, now this plus this. Okay, now this will be 29 minus 4a is equal to 4a plus 85. Okay, 4a plus 85. Now this 4a will take to one side. This will be minus 4a. This will move to this side, that is minus 4a is equal to 85 minus 29. Okay, minus 8a is equal to 56. Okay, therefore a is equal to 56 upon minus 8. Therefore a is equal to minus 7, and therefore you can write down here, well, coordinates of a are minus 7, 0. Okay, in this way we have completed question number 5. Now question number 6 has 3 sub questions in it, and these are very easy question number 6. Now they have given you here that find the distance between the following points. So 3 points they have given you. For first of all, let us see the first one. Now the first one is A0, B0, A. Okay, so now we'll write down here, let A0 is equal to x1, y1. Okay, and B0A is equal to x2, y2. Okay, now by distance formula, by distance formula, okay, so I'll write down here distance AB is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, now we'll put the values over here, that is equal to under root of 0 minus a bracket square plus a minus 0 bracket square. Now this will be equal to under root of minus a bracket square plus a bracket square, that is how much, a square plus a square. Okay, that will be equal to under root of 2a square. So that will be root 2a units. This is your distance AB. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 2 of question number 6. In that they have given P minus 6 minus 3, Q minus 1, 9. Okay, so I'll write down here, let P minus 6 minus 3 is equal to x1, y1. Okay, and Q minus 1, 9 is equal to x2, y2. Okay, now by distance formula, distance formula distance PQ is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, now we'll put the values over here. I'll put the value under root of, now what is x2? x2 is minus 1 minus 6, x1 is minus 6 plus y2 is 9 and y1 is minus 3 bracket square. Now this will be equal to under root of minus 1 plus 6 bracket square plus 9 plus 3 bracket square, that will be equal to under root of, now this will be 5 square plus 12 square, that will be equal to 25 plus 144, that will be equal to under root of 169, and that is 13 units. This is your distance PQ. Okay, so very easy this question was. Now next question, question number 6. In that question number 3, you have to find distance RS. Now what we'll do, again we'll consider here, let r, that is minus 3a is equal to x1 y1, and s, a minus 2a is equal to x2 y2. Okay, now by distance formula, distance rs is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square, that is equal to, so I'll write with other pen now, under root of, now what is your x2 over here, that is a minus 3a bracket square plus minus 2a minus a bracket square, that is equal to under root of a plus 3a bracket square plus minus 3a bracket square. Now this will be equal to a plus a, that will be 4a bracket square plus minus 3a bracket square. This is equal to 16a square plus 9a square. Okay, that will be under root of 25a square, and distance rs will be 5a units. So in this way we have completed question number 6. Now let us move on towards question number 7. Now children, in question number 7 they have told that find the coordinates of the circumcenter of triangle whose vertices are minus 3, 1, 0, minus 2 and 1 and 1, 3. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll name these coordinates as P, Q and R. Okay, so I'll write down here first. Let P minus 3, 1, Q 0, minus 2 and R 1, 3 are the circumcenters of A, B. Okay, now here you may write down that AP. Now you can see this AP is equal to AQ is equal to AR. Okay, now write down here radii of same circle. Okay, therefore you can say that AP is equal to AQ. On squaring, that is AP square is equal to AQ square, and write down here squaring both the sides. Okay, now by distance formula, now as we have square, the square root will go. Okay, therefore you can write down here a plus 3 square plus b minus 1 square is equal to a minus 0 square plus b plus 2 square. Got it? Value of a and value of q. What is q? 0 and 2. Got it? Minus will become plus. Got it? Minus 2 minus will become plus over here. So this will be a square plus 6a plus 9 plus b square minus 2b plus 1 is equal to a square plus b square plus 4b plus 4. Now here children, a square will get cancelled. See, a square will get cancelled with a square. B square will get cancelled. B square will get cancelled with b square, and you will have here 6a. This 9 plus 1 will be 10. 6a minus 2b plus 10 is equal to 4b plus 4. Okay, now we'll take all the a and b term at one side, that is 6a minus 2b minus 4b is equal to 4 minus 10. This will be how much? 6a minus 6b is equal to minus 6. Okay, now a minus b is equal to minus 1. This will be our equation 1. Okay, now what we'll take, aq is equal to ar. Okay, so I'll write down with other pen here. aq is equal to ar and aq square is equal to ar square. Now by distance formula, here you can write down by squaring both the sides. By distance formula, now as we have squared both the sides, square root will go. So I'll write down here a minus 0 bracket square plus b plus 2 square is equal to a minus 1 square plus b minus 3 bracket square. Now a square plus, now this 0 will be, then everything will be 0. So here b square plus 4b plus 4, correct, is equal to a square minus 2a plus 1 plus b square minus 6b plus 9. Okay, now again this a square will get cancelled, b square will also get cancelled, and you will have here 4b plus 4 is equal to minus 2a minus 6b plus 10. Okay, so we'll keep the we'll take the alphabets at one side and the numbers at other side. So here I will write 2a plus 4b plus 6b is equal to 10 minus 4. So this will be 2a plus 10b is equal to 6. So on dividing by 2, a plus 5b is equal to 3. This will be our equation number 2. Okay, now from equation 1 and 2, what we are going to do, we'll subtract this. Okay, we'll subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Okay, subtract equation 2 from 1. Okay, so I'll write it down here. A plus 5b is equal to 3 and a minus b is equal to minus 1. Now we have to change the signs over here. So this will be minus, this will be plus, and this will be also plus. So here this term will get cancelled. This will be cancelled. This will be 6b is equal to 4. Okay. Therefore b will be equal to 4 upon 6. Therefore b will be 2 upon 3. Okay. Now you have got value of b. So children, I'll mark a line over here and write this side as I don't have space. Okay. Now put b is equal to 2 upon 3 in equation 2. Okay. Maybe you can put also in equation 1, or you can take as equation 1. Okay, put in equation 1 will take. Okay. Now what is the equation 1? You can see here a minus b is equal to minus 1. Therefore a minus 2, okay, a already it is minus. No, I'll write down this step down. A minus 2 upon 3 is equal to minus 1. Therefore a will be minus 1 plus 2 upon 3, and value of a is then a is equal to minus 1 upon 3. Therefore you can write down here value of a is minus 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 3. So in this way we have completed question number 7. Now let us move on towards question number 8. Now question number 8, It also contains 3 sub questions in it, children. I know I know that this video will be a little bit lengthy one. So I think so. Let us stop then over here. It's already 60 minutes. Okay, so we'll stop till here, till question number 7, and we'll continue with question number 8 in the next session. Okay, so in the next session we shall study question number 8 up to question number 22. Now in this question number 9, question number 10 and question number 22 are reduced from your syllabus. So we are going to study in the next session question number 8, question number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 as well as 21 till 21. Okay, I think so around 11 questions we'll be taking in the next session.